Hello everyone, I'm Annie from Annie's Archive on Tumblr and welcome to my first video. In this video, I will be talking about my current system and what are my thoughts for next year. But plot twist, it's not my thoughts anymore. I already bought everything, but since I already filmed this video, but since I had some technical issues, I'm filming again and right now everything already arrived. So yeah. But anyways, my system is really simple. I experimented a lot this year. It ended up being just a Hobonichi Cousin and a Hobonichi Day Free. But this is not a deal to me yet. That's why I will show you my thought process for 2025. Anyways, let's start. Until last year, I was using a bullet journal and I really wanted to retire the bullet journal method. I live in Japan, so it's not hard to put my hand on a Hobonichi. And since I wanted to retire the bullet journal method, I thought that this was perfect to be my one book for the whole year. But of course, a lot happened and I stopped resonating with some aspects of the cousin. Sometimes I wouldn't even reach out to my books, and that's something that made me feel really bad. And just to give you guys a bit of context, I started commonplacing like this. So I have my key about the layout and everything. So the plan was, I think you guys can see it here, but the plan was for me to do the commonplace bit at the top and the journaling bit at the bottom according to the date, and it worked. But then it stopped working mid-April. I just didn't resonate with it anymore, and I was doing the weekly bits as well, planning my days on the weekly bits, and everything was so overwhelming, and I just decided to switch things up a little bit, and I bought the Day Free. When I bought the Day Free, I thought it would be smart of me, oh, this is small, I will be able to just commonplace here, but it didn't work out, of course. So yeah, but while I was commonplacing here, because I did a bit of commonplacing, I stopped here, so I used this much of the book. I was trying something new with the cousin. I was doing this. It's really similar to what Helen from the Coffee Monsters Co does, and I really loved it. I found myself with this. It made a lot of sense, and it actually evolved to just this. I found myself with this type of layout, but since commonplacing wasn't really vibing with me with A6, I actually had a few pages left when I stopped commonplacing on the cousin from April. I backfilled the commonplace bit, and I was missing it so much. So I decided to again switch things up. So I started to do the planning bit here. So just like this, with the prompt and everything, and about my day. And on the cousin, I started to commonplace like this. So this is a whole page on me talking about Dragonkind from Fourth Wing. But anyway, I started to do this, use the whole page, because it made a lot of sense to me. So the A6 became my planning journal and the A5 became my commonplace book. But of course, nothing's perfect, and I started to contemplate what would work for me for 2025, because again, this is too much. The A5 is too much for me, and when it comes to the planning I do on the A6, it was too small because I wanted to write more. So I started to brainstorm what I would do. I came to the conclusion that I really like the Avec. Something that I noticed it was really important to me was to get new notebooks so I could decorate the cover. I'm not gonna lie about that. It was really important to me. So I thought the Avec would be perfect, because you have 6 months in a book and 6 months in another book, and I mean, it looks perfect to me. And for commonplacing, the problem is always the size. So A6 not enough, A5 too much space. So I decided to try the in-between, and for that I thought about the Stalogy notebook, so the B6 size, and the half a year notebook. And I actually bought everything already, so I'm gonna show you guys. So here's the VAC and here is the histology book. And I'm really happy with this purchase. I gave a lot of thought to this because I've been thinking about this for 2 months now. And to be honest, I never thought about the histology notebook, but I saw it on the mall. And when I held it, like, I fell in love. It was so pretty, so minimal, like just the way I like it. And I was searching if they had like a smaller size. Then I discovered they had not only a B6 but the half a year B6. So I was like sold, you know. So yeah, and I'm really happy with that. The planning system that I have, I started with it in an A5, and the A5 size for the planning was perfect. And I really love the Hobonichi. I really love the layout of the Hobonichi, so I thought it would be perfect for 2025. So yeah, and I really had a thought process of this, but as I said, I had a problem with the other video because I was talking about how I came to the conclusion to buy this, but I would say like, oh, I'm still thinking and everything. But anyways, that's it. That's my system for next year, and I'm pretty happy with it. I have this notebook here. It's a B6, so I had some kind of idea of what a B6 looked like, and I really like the size. So when I thought about this, I don't know, it's just like clicked in my mind, and it made a lot of sense. And yeah, that's it. That was my thought process. And yeah, the weekly pages on the Cousin I'm using as a highlight. I write about everything that has happened in my week that is like a happy event, even if it's like a small event, but it made me happy, you know. It's really personal, so I won't be showing that, but I basically just ignore all the lines, like the vertical lines, and I just write the whole page. But anyways, that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys understood. I'm a bit like chaotic today. I was so sad because my video didn't work out, and I put a lot of effort in it. I had a problem with the audio because I recorded with a microphone. Anyways, it was a whole thing. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you stay until the end, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!